In a bold and unexpected twist to Michigan's political narrative, a seismic shift is underway in the Senate race. Michigan State Senator Mallerie McMorrow, known for her forthright commentary and her influential book Hate Won't Win, has officially declared her candidacy for the US Senate. This announcement comes at a time when the state is reeling from the decision of incumbent Senator Gary Peters not to seek re-election, leaving a political void that has sparked intense speculation and anticipation among voters and political observers alike. The decision to enter the Senate race is not made lightly, with Michigan serving as a microcosm of the broader national divide, where fervent support for both Democratic policies and the populist rhetoric of Donald Trump coexist. Her candidacy signals a desire to bridge these conflicting visions with a platform rooted in progress and pragmatic reform. Michigan's recent electoral outcomes have been as varied as they are revealing. While figures such as Senator Alyssa Slotkin have underscored the strength of Democratic politics in certain regions, the state also witnessed a surge of support for Donald Trump, a testament to the deep-seated frustrations that many voters feel. This dichotomy reflects a nation in transition, where the promises of the American dream appear increasingly out of reach for those who have come of age during turbulent economic times. For many millennials, the hope of upward mobility is shadowed by the harsh realities of staggering student debt, unstable employment, and an ever-escalating cost of living. It is within this complex framework that McMorrow seeks to articulate a new American dream, one that is built not on nostalgic appeals to past glories, but on the concrete promise of a better, more equitable future. McMorrow's own life story is intertwined with these national issues. As a millennial who graduated during the onset of the Great Recession, she has first-hand experience of the challenges that have left a generation disillusioned. With a degree from the University of Notre Dame and a burdensome trail of student debt, her early career was marked by the harsh reality of over 300 job applications, low-wage employment at a major retailer, and the desperate measures of living out of her car. Coupled with the struggles of untreated ADHD and the absence of a robust social safety net, exemplified by the Pre-Affordable Care Act era, these experiences have imbued her with a profound understanding of the systemic failings that plague contemporary American society. For McMorrow, these personal trials are not isolated incidents, but reflections of a broader malaise. She argues that while many in power continue to celebrate an outdated version of the American dream, millions are left to grapple with the gap between aspiration and reality. The Democratic establishment, she contends, has long been disconnected from the lived experiences of those who are most affected by economic hardship. It is this disconnect that has allowed populist figures to capture the public's discontent by offering simplistic, often divisive narratives. McMorrow's campaign is therefore not only a bid for political office, but a call to reconstruct the party's identity, one that genuinely addresses the needs of modern Americans. Central to her vision is a commitment to overhauling public institutions and redefining policy priorities. In her view, the focus should shift away from archaic slogans and towards innovative solutions that tackle the root causes of inequality. Unlike the regression implied by phrases such as a Make America Great Again, her platform is firmly rooted in the idea of moving forward, rebuilding a social contract that honors both progress and inclusion. This vision encompasses comprehensive reforms in healthcare, education, housing, and infrastructure, all designed to restore the promise of opportunity that has long been taken for granted. The current political discourse, according to McMorrow, is marred by a failure to adequately respond to the real challenges facing everyday citizens. While critics often accuse the Republican opposition of aggressive posturing, she notes that the Democratic response has been hampered by a reluctance to fully engage with the public's grievances. This deficiency in messaging has repeatedly resulted in missed opportunities, a point underscored by the partisan battles over policies such as the Affordable Care Act and debates around issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. As the administration has at times reversed controversial policies under public pressure, it is evident that when citizens mobilize, change is within reach. However, the task before the Democrats is to harness this collective energy and translate it into a coherent, forward-thinking agenda. Integral to McMorrow's campaign strategy is the deep-seated belief in the power of grassroots mobilization. Over the past few weeks, she has witnessed a remarkable transformation in community engagement, with local town halls and coffee hours drawing unprecedented crowds. So, days. Where once a modest gathering of a dozen supporters was the norm, recent meetings have seen over 200 attendees, each individual eager to contribute to the conversation and play an active role in shaping policy. See, these interactions underscore a crucial point. The strength of a political movement lies not in top-down declarations, but in the collective voice of its people. When citizens demand accountability and transparency, they force elected officials to respond, reminding them that their power ultimately derives from the electorate. A pivotal moment in McMorrow's political journey was her widely publicised State Senate speech, a moment that has since become emblematic of her campaign's ethos. In that address, she recounted formative experiences from her upbringing in a devout, working-class family. Despite the institutional expectations of her church, which demanded conformity and attendance over genuine service, her mother chose a different path, devoting time to community service and nurturing the values of empathy and inclusion. This anecdote, rich in personal significance, served as a clarion call for a politics of service rather than spectacle. It challenged the prevailing narratives that reduce policy debates to simplistic blame games, urging instead a focus on constructive, community-oriented solutions. In doing so, McMorrow not only reclaimed the narrative, but also inspired those who felt marginalised by a political system that too often prioritises image over impact. This report now turns to the implications of McMorrow's decision for the future of Michigan and the nation. The forthcoming Senate race is poised to be one of the most fiercely contested battlegrounds in recent memory, a contest that will test the resilience and adaptability of the Democratic Party. McMorrow's campaign is built on the conviction that it is time to move beyond endless, defensive posturing. Instead of merely countering Republican attacks, she advocates for a proactive stance that redefines the terms of the political debate. It is an appeal to those who have long felt that their struggles have been ignored, urging them to become part of a broader movement aimed at reconstructing the very foundations of American governance. At its core, this campaign is a challenge to the status quo. It is a response to years of neglect and mismanagement, a bold declaration that change is not only necessary, but inevitable. McMorrow's vision, grounded in both personal experience and a rigorous analysis of current policy failures, resonates with an electorate and is increasingly disillusioned by empty promises. By reclaiming the narrative and focusing on tangible reforms, her candidacy offers a roadmap for a future where the ideals of fairness, opportunity, and community are not just rhetoric, but realities. In closing, the call to action is both clear and compelling. Michigan now stands at a crossroads, with the potential to redefine what it means to pursue progress in the modern era. Mallerie McMorrow's Senate run is more than a political campaign. It is a movement designed to empower citizens, restore trust in public institutions, and reforge the bonds of community that have frayed over decades of neglect. As the race intensifies, her message remains resolute that true change is forged through collective effort, persistent advocacy, and an unwavering commitment to the ideals of a just and equitable society. For those who have long harboured doubts about the political process, McMorrow's journey offers a beacon of hope. Her personal story of overcoming adversity is mirrored in the broader struggle of everyday Americans. In a time when political discourse is dominated by polarisation and cynicism, her campaign emerges as a testament to the enduring power of community engagement and the possibility of renewal. The narrative she weaves is one of measured optimism, a call for all citizens to rise above the noise and contribute to building a future that truly reflects the aspirations of the people. As the investigative report concludes, it is evident that this Senate race is not merely a contest of personalities, but a defining moment in the ongoing battle for the soul of American politics. With Michigan at the epicenter of a national debate over economic opportunity and democratic accountability, Mallerie McMorrow's candidacy encapsulates the spirit of a new era. Her campaign is a clarion call for voters to reject the politics of despair and embrace a vision of progress built on inclusivity, resilience, and transformative change. The coming months will reveal whether this new vision can take root in a state marked by both historical achievement and contemporary challenges. Yet one fact remains indisputable. In a time when the stakes have never been higher, the drive for change is both urgent and inevitable. As Michigan citizens prepare to cast their votes, the future of not just a state, but of the nation, hangs in the balance. A future that promises a redefined American dream built on the principles of fairness, empowerment, and shared responsibility.